So I'm confused. Is he the Beast or not? Hi everyone, my name is Americ and welcome to a brand new review for Teen Wolf. This episode is titled The Maid of Gevaudan. As you may notice, I am by my lonesome today because Sandrine is feeling under the weather, but I will valiantly continue forward and give you my thoughts on the episode. Before I move on, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of our Teen Wolf reviews. Without further ado, here are my quick thoughts. The format of the episode really worked for me this time. I love the fact that they were showing half of the episode in the past and half of the episode in the future, and then still managed to keep it all related together. That format really worked for me. What did not work for me was the French accent in the past. So I get it that it's in France. I get it that they have to keep it somewhat authentic. But because I understand French, that accent was very distracting. Whenever you hear someone trying to pretend to have a French accent, it's kind of not cool. The only person who did it right, really, was Gilles Marigny, who happens to be French and was actually portraying a, natural French accent. Wasn't too much. Also, I know some of you were a little bit not happy about the Beast CGI, but come on. The formation of the Beast around, Sebastian was pretty awesome. Like that whole concept of basically the Beast happening just like that around someone, around a human being is pretty cool, but seeing it, that was awesome. That was pretty badass. But now, let's delve into it. Let's go in the past first. So cool to see Crystal Reed back on the series, not as Allison, but this time as Marie-Jeanne, who coincidentally is as badass as Allison. So I really liked the way they introduced her. I really liked everything about how they built out that character. It was pretty cool, pretty interesting. I liked it very much. The twist of having the Beast be Marie-Jeanne's brother, Sebastian, was pretty awesome as well. I actually did not expect it to be him. I thought it was going to be his friend. I was like, oh, she got him. But in typical Teen Wolf fashion, they twisted it around and it's like, no, it's her brother. It's her brother. Oh, God damn it. And I do think that Gilles Marigny did a fantastic job of portraying that psychotic, murderous side of the Beast. And it also led us to understand how the Beast became the Beast, because we never really knew that. He actually became the Beast by drinking water from the puddle left by a werewolf print. That is just the most random, specific, accidental way of becoming a murderous monster. But apparently it happened. All of this leads us to the most brilliant takedown in Teen Wolf history, with Crystal Reed as Marie-Jeanne sliding her way into that spear and plunging it into her brother. So it was just epic from a visual standpoint, but even from a conceptual standpoint of her killing her own brother in the most just brutal way, and taking it even further by erasing his name from the history books. So they don't even know who he was or who he happened to be at any point in time. So I thought that just brought the whole thing even further. Enough with the past, let's come back to the present. The present, where there's a lot of ass whooping happening. Liam gets an ass whooping. Doesn't come out too hot from it, but a little kiss here on the boo-boo and it all goes away. Scott gets whooped like no joke. It gets to the point where when he's in the library and he's surrounded by quote-unquote civilians, I mean, there's no other way of putting it, he just, thinks about it and says, guys, can you not see there's a fight going on? Go upstairs! I just love that moment. And he just takes on the Beast, knowing full well he's not going to win, but still putting in some work. I thought those were just fantastic moments. I thought it was pretty awesome. Even the Beast is not invincible, because when it got cornered and everyone is going after it, he was like, I'm out, peace. Bringing us to the fantastic moment of the reveal where Scott and Styles find the bloody shoes in Mason's trunk, with Mason looking at them and say, what are you guys talking about? Just looking bewildered. And in that moment, he gets scooped away by Corey, leaving us hanging and thinking, what? So now the big question is Mason the Beast? Now you guys have seen our Who's the Beast video. If not, we're gonna link it below. So we gave you some theories on who it was, and spoiler alert, one of them was Mason. And everything in this episode, everything throughout the season has told us time and time again, it's Mason. It's Mason. It's Mason. Everybody thinks now that it's Mason. Not just us, but the character in the shows actually believe that it's Mason. Even Corey, I think, believes it's Mason. The only person, apparently, who doesn't believe it is Mason himself. So, in this moment, you're thinking, it has to be him. There's no doubt. It's Mason. But guys, this is Teen Wolf. You know that if it's so obvious, it cannot be him. Like, that's Teen Wolf classic stuff. They make you think it's one thing, but it turns out to be something else completely. Do you still think that it's Mason? Comment below and let me know, because I gotta say, I'm confused. Anyways, guys, those were all my thoughts for this episode. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our Teen Wolf review. And we will see you next week for another review of Teen Wolf. And this time, it's actually not going to be me doing the review. It's going to be Sandrine doing the review. So you have that to look forward to. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.